Look, you're gonna get kicked. You're gonna get punched. Things gonna happen, man. But they do it anyway. To pass somebody, really? No, pass them like a man. Go to the inside, rail it, and hit the tunnel jump and just ride like a man, yo. You ain't gotta do that. See what he does to me? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinema J here, and I might get in trouble for this one because I'm talking about some people. I'm talking about some professional dirt bike riders that, frankly, ride like they're absolutely insane.
It's on the inside and loses control.
So, what do we call them? We call them villains, bad guys, tough guys. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think these guys should be called in the comments? Because, look, man, at the end of the day, everybody I talk about on this list has done something. I ain't do it. They did it. And I think the general public thinks it is crazy. Why? I read the comments. And we ain't stupid. Even the announcers talk about some of this stuff. So, anyways, if it's your first time here, buckle your seatbelts, strap on in, grab some popcorn. Don't watch this while you're driving, but you can play the audio. And welcome to Trackside. My name is Cinema J, and let's get
straight into it.
Welcome back. First era. We're gonna do this by era. I'm kind of just freestyling here. And the one that comes to mind is 90s to 2000s. Now, yeah, I'm not that old, but I'm also not that young. And I know a guy named Damon Bradshaw. Look, when my dad talks about Damon Bradshaw, this guy, he just says Damon Bradshaw was tough. Now, a lot of the guys back then were tough, but Damon Bradshaw, from what I hear, he was just a little bit different. And look, man, my guy, he will chew you out, right? I mean, you see him fussing with Jeremy McGrath. He doesn't care. Jeremy McGrath was like the guy, the new kid on the block, the fastest guy, right? Damon Bradshaw don't care. He don't care about your feelings now, all right? He gonna tell you like it is. And yo, dude was thick skinned. And I mean, you gotta think about it. Back then, they just rode different. And I mean, I don't know if you wanna call this different.
Bradshaw's on the inside and he loses control. And he takes Matasevic really into the sidewall there, and that is a solid steel wall.
But we kind of see the same stuff with a lot of these guys. Like, a lot of these guys on this list will do that same move on the track. They won't just, race their own race and just be faster than you. They do things like this. Go in, cut in first off, and take you out. Like, now, if you're a person that does that, you're doing that for one or two reasons. You're trying to set up a block pass, or you're trying to take somebody out. In my opinion, everybody I talk about here trying to take somebody out. I don't care what you call it. And look, you're gonna get kicked. You're gonna get punched. Things gonna happen, man. But they do it anyway. So, hey, Damon Bradshaw, he banged bars out there, all right? And look, I'm gonna be honest, I want to mention one more guy kind of back then, and I ain't going too far back in the past because a lot of y'all just don't know, but Milo Rocco was tough, all right? Am I wrong? Milo Rocco was tough. Y'all remember that race where, I don't know if it's goodness gracious, what was I about to say? Krajowski? He just like ghost rode the bike into Larocco. Oh man, they were on the same team. Oh man, that's just crazy. Like, what did you do to make your teammate do that? All right, now that was way back then. And then you see him just jumping on Emick. Poor Emick. I think he's in both of these clips I put up here. Emick, my guy, I am sorry, but man, I wish he could chime in on this. Like, what? I wish Emick could tell me who was tougher, rougher, Mike LaRocco or Damon Bradshaw. But if I ain't got Jeff Emick, I got you guys. What do you guys think? For those who know, look, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, Mike LaRocco scared me from being a kid watching it. I was just scared of the guy on TV. He looked like a henchman that Jackie Chan would fight in one of his movies or something. Like, dude just looked like a bad guy. He looks like a bad guy. He takes the cake for like put his face and Vince Freeze face there. I'm more scared of Mike LaRocco. All right, Vince Freeze just be looking like he trying to look tough. You already know I'm gonna talk about him. So stick around, because next we're gonna talk about 2000s to like 2015-ish, because a few of these guys I'm gonna mention here. Stick around. All right, guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna just an honorable mention here, but Chad Reed, yes, I'm mentioning Chad Reed here because Chad Reed made me hot. Chad Reed did some stuff to really make me uncomfortable, unsettled even. James Stewart, in my opinion, could have won a few more titles if it were not for Chad Reed. Chad Reed wasn't that bad. Like, he was tough, right? Like, he had to come through some of the 90s guys and then race RC and James. Like, dude, you gotta be tough. And he's got titles in between that. So, yo, kudos to Chad Reed. I almost said James Stewart. But Chad Reed did some stuff with James that puts him on this list. Like, when you are like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, because James Stewart is my favorite rider of all time. There it is. Maybe I'm salty, but Chad Reed became a dirty rider. If y'all disagree, let it off. Sound off in the comments. I don't care. Hey, this is my opinion, baby. Let's go. But who I really want to talk about now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in here, is probably no surprise, J-Law. I think the worst of villain ever from 2000s to 2010 is J-Law. Like, and to be honest, it was just his lifestyle off the track, but he did do some stuff on track that was really questionable. Now, you know, no one liked how he rode. Yeah, he would cut you off. He would take your front wheel out. And same thing, right? So it's like, I'm racing my race, and if you're in my way, then I'm gonna put you down. Like, that mentality. These guys all got kind of the same thing in mind. Like, I'm not just gonna beat you straight up because I'm faster. I'm gonna cut you off. You know, I'm gonna put you down, man. I'm gonna run into you. And J-Law did some of that stuff. And yeah, the guy was nice. He was fast, you know, and he had a point to prove, you know what I'm saying? But his lifestyle off the track could have been better, and I think that influenced some of the attitude that came in on the track. But man, was this guy good. He was good, but in 2009 when he was on that boost bike, the white one, with like, yo, or maybe it was 2010, I don't know, but when dude he like went off course. I could not find this clip. He went off course in Supercross, and then he just bypassed the whole track. He like cut half the track, got back on track to put himself back in position. And I was like, I've never seen anyone do this. First off, you're on live television. Second, they got transponders. What are you doing? You just want to ruin everything for yourself. So like, he ruined himself. And that is why he made this list. Because not only did he ruin other riders, he ruined himself. So anyways, on to 2010 through now. And you already know who we're gonna talk about. But if you don't, stick around. This should be a doozy. All right, welcome back. First guy, Jason Anderson. We're just gonna go ahead and say it. Jason Anderson is nice. Team Fry, let's go. But you've done some stuff, Jason. You did some stuff I didn't even know about. I didn't even know about the little, you know, like, you know, the year Malcolm was trying to get that title, like that little incident they had, and then him and Malcolm again, like a few years ago. We all know that was just depressing, because both of you guys, Jason Anderson and Malcolm, I'm talking to them. Who knows? They might be watching. Man, y'all could have both won the title that year, like for a 450 title. That was so great, but like, it was just depressing to see them just constantly running into each other. But in my opinion, it was Jason Anderson. Jason Anderson basically was like, if you're in front of me, you're like a target. And like, I'm not, once again, like, fast is all get out that year, but he just had to run into dudes. So I don't know what that was. I don't know why that was, but I'll be honest, it wasn't just that year. It turns out, like, this guy has been blasting dudes for a long time and riding kind of reckless, you know. So it's like tiers here. So we got tier 1, which is Jason Anderson, you know, and then tier 2, I'll be honest, look, when it comes to a walking highlight reel of just carnage, Justin Barcia takes the cake. I think Justin Barcia probably got the longest reel of just takeouts, just bad riding, poor racecraft, and bad decisions, and just, I don't know, there's a word I'm looking for and I can't think of it. Dang, don't you just hate that? Race etiquette, there it is. Racing etiquette back then with Justin Barcia. I would say now I'm not talking about right now. I do believe he is found a counselor or something, because my guy's riding different, he's acting different. Maybe, I always say it's when you have a kid, right? Like, he's changed in my opinion now, but back then, My dude didn't give a crap. I don't know what was wrong with him. He was like, it's like we lost J-Law, and then whatever that spirit was jumped into Justin Barcia, and then we just got the same thing, but probably a little bit worse. Justin Barcia, you've earned the Bam Bam name, my guy. Dude, you were bamming everybody. I mean, I think Justin Barcia has touched more guys. Nice try, Diddy. But I think Justin Barcia has touched just about, he's touched more guys than anybody out there, man. He's had to have like had an incident with more guys than anybody ever in professional racing. I mean, like all of any racing. Like, he's been racing for a long time, man. And he's still going. And now he's hitting youngsters like Jet. How old was Jet? Was like not even 10 years old when Justin Barcia probably had his first Bam Bam incident, you know? So that's just crazy to me. But look, I'm just go ahead and say it. Vince Freeze takes the cake from me. And we're gonna level up here. So, you know, you got some Vince Freeze things. I think the incident Anaheim 1, 2024, him cutting off the whole field to get that darn hole shot, that just, cause I was really rooting for Hunter, man. And him like affecting Hunter's whole year, because if Hunter would have got a good place and he was so close to the points by Super Motocross, he could have had a title. That's the way I see it. This could be Hunter's Super Motocross title if Vince Freeze does not even race at the beginning of the year. Where am I on time? Yeah, I don't want to keep y'all too long, but this is really good stuff here. But Vince Freeze, so that one takes the cake for me. Though Justin Barcia has touched probably more guys, has the craziest highlight reel of takeouts, Vince Freeze has done not even fewer. Like every race is something with this guy. This guy, man. It's like he doesn't know how to race. He knows how to ride. Don't get me wrong, the guy's fast. Someone mentioned that in the comments. He's a pro rider. The worst pro rider is better than anybody at a local track, is what I believe. But this guy, his racing etiquette is just, so, you know, like Ralph said, you know, he's watching UFC fights. I'm glad they said that in the broadcast, because they know something's up with this guy. You like Miss Martial Arts. You like watching UFC. Well, this is not a cage. We're on a track with some little boxes on the side. What are you doing? Why are you riding like this? All right, number 2, Weston Pike. Let's just call it what it is, man. Like, you make it look like you're riding your own race, because you'll take a guy out and then just get back on the bike and, you know, like nothing happened. No, you cannot just do that. No. You bring like street rules into this. Like, okay, you gonna do this, I'm gonna punch you. Like, that's where he's at, you know, with a lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, Weston Pike, hey, you did it. So we ain't got to. All right, last one, because I gotta go. I think this is probably the worst one. Is what had everyone standing up at the stadiums, what had everyone just standing up in their homes when Vince Freeze almost derailed and ruined Christian Craig's whole entire career again, because Christian Craig, you know, he had to come back. I was in my house screaming. I was so angry, and I just was in disbelief. I was like, what are you doing? Ricky Carmichael even like, what is this guy? Like, how much more can you do? Like, now you think you're a title contender because you're racing against some kids in the 250 class, and yeah, you're fast. So, but Christian Craig's not a kid. And Christian Craig was lightning fast that year, almost like the best 250 rider of all time. And you go jump into his line in a sand section? What is that? I'm not a professional, but there's no way I'm doing that. To pass somebody, really? No, pass him like a man. Go to the inside, rail it, and hit the tunnel jump and just ride like a man, yo. You ain't gotta do that. See what he does to me? Anyways, that's it, man. That's all I got. What do you guys think, man? These guys, I would love to just throw everybody I mentioned in this video into one race while they're in their primes and just see what happens. Who would make it out alive? Would it be Vince Freeze? Would it be J-Law? Barcia? I'll be honest. I think Barcia will win. Well, he'll probably take himself out. Who knows, man? But Jason Anderson, he probably will win because I don't know. You let me know. That would be real interesting. Who would win? And how many guys is that? Chad Reed, Bradshaw, Larocco, Freeze, Anderson, Barsha. 6 guys, J-Law, 7. Who would win in a 7-up race between those guys? Let me know in the comments, man. That's all I got. And if you have not subscribed by this point or even liked the video, then what are you doing? Because also, I just made another cool, interesting video right up here somewhere. I don't even know which side, but go watch it. I'm talking about World Supercross, and guess who's in that race? Vince Freeze. Thank you guys for watching. It's Cinema J. I'm out from Trackside. See you in the next one.